Niche-focused online stores. Today we're talking about equipment stores, and it is very big niche, and we need to review on a specific example. So I've chosen pool supplies, and this website is already opened. It's an online store, and don't be confused if you think it looks basic. According to SimilarWeb, they making $200 to $500 million revenue per year, and they're pretty big in US. So what is specific about this type of stores? Main thing is that they actually handle inventory very diversified. So they have different types of products, they have equipment, they have toys, they have covers, they have a lot of other things that could be required for someone who have a pool or a jacuzzi in their backyard. So let's start with the main page and go from there. On the main page we have, instead of a hero section, a big logo and additional information that pool specialists available 7 days a week. So they basically offer not only the products but also services. And we have also a button contact, and that suggests that customers could actually request some services from them. So the main page sections are winter covers. Very important thing about this specific niche is that it is heavily seasonal. So in a case where approaching winter, then they will promote products that are supposed to help someone to prepare their pool or jacuzzi for a winter season. If it's summer or spring, that will be a set of chemicals or different type of things that actually required to start the summer season properly. Chemicals in stock. This label actually suggests that a big challenge is that products are not in stock. So they actually promoting themselves as they have them in stock. So this label in stock actually suggests that they actually have them in their warehouse and they will ship this after the order. Shop covers. This section suggests that they do have covers for the pools, and again they have a badge ready to ship. So it is some sort of a big pain apparently that stores doesn't have the inventory in stock and they actually back ordering and customers need to wait long shipping times. But that's at least what they want and try to articulate on their main page. Liners, we have it. Again, the same thing is that they fully in stock and have the inventory on hand. And these are other categories of products that we potentially can shop here. Cleaning, it's a different type of robots, pools, and equipment. So pool is a complex system, and you not only need chemicals, you need way to clean the water, you need way to make it functioning. So there is a lot of things besides the pool. So we have a section that says that we can pay in installments. It's a pretty popular solution. Everyone who sells a little bit more expensive products or something that is hard to pay in full offer Affirm. And finally we have some sort of suggested products, something that actually can put us into a specific category collection of products, and those are filters, pools, and solar covers and liners as well. So another one thing is that they put specifically a banner saying that 5,000 SKUs are ready to be picked and packed and shipped to you if you will make an order. So apparently they really want you to feel safe making orders on this store, that it will actually be shipped to you and you will not need to wait like long weeks until it will arrive. Again, we have a bunch of products. So previously this section was about collections, and those are specific products. And here are, without any title, it's a section with logos of their suppliers. So those are brands they have in stock and they actually sell those brands. Dream pool customization. So this sounds like a wizard where something could be configured and then ordered. Clearance. This section is shifted to the left a bit, so this is cutting off and I'm moving this page, but just how it looks like. So this is a bit glitchy, but those are products on sale. And Other than that, we have some sort of SEO related content like Buyer's Guide 101 and differentiators, very often used section to explain why they are different, better than others. And we have Pool Specialist, nationwide leader in pool supplies since 1958, so they're being around for like more than 60 years. 5-star Pool Supply Superstore, same day shipping, order by 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And finally, we're arriving at the footer menu, where we can see that those are collections, categories of the store, and we have additional information like all the necessities, returns, terms of service, blog, and FAQ are related to SEO as well. And they have specific link for Canadian customers. Apparently they do have some from Canada as well, and some links to my account, manuals to equipment, because if you sell complex products like furniture or equipment for pools, most likely you will need to supply some sort of information on how to service this and some instructions additional on top of it. Track your order and sign up for the catalog. So this is something interesting, and they actually send print catalog. So this is a print catalog, and that's all. So we have all the general budgets that they accept, different payment tools, and they are present on different type of social media. And this is pretty much it. We have chat now button that opens a chat bot where we need to put our full name and email address just to start a conversation. And this is pretty much it. This button comes handy if we need to scroll up, and why it is there and why it is so handy is because they don't stick the main menu when we're scrolling. And while I'm not a big fan of sticking it and make it visible all the time, I'm actually more promoting an idea of pulling this main menu when somebody is scrolling the page up. So this way we can predict the intent that someone is scrolling up just to change the page, and essentially help this user to make that happen. Okay, so let's take a look on the main navigation. So main menu is actually only focused on product categories, and we can go into different categories, and each category is sort of different type of product. So pool clothing is completely different thing than chemicals, completely different thing than pool fun, which is floaties and different toys for the pool, and so on and so forth. So obviously equipment is the whole different story. Let's take a look how they handle the specific collection view for each type of product. Let's start with pools itself. So when we open pools, it actually opens the sub menu where we can shop specifics. So we can shop pool decking, replacement parts, and the pools, actual pools. So let's do above the ground pools. I don't know if I would solve the navigation that way and put the replacement parts in that place, or just centralize a bigger collection, like main collection saying replacement parts, and then we have subcategories, which equipment, which stuff is actually being intended to be sold those replacement parts for. Okay, so we are at the main view of a collection of the above the ground, and it is pretty intensive here, I would say. So we can have basically sorting tools by round sizes, the height, and price range. So this is basically the way how we sort this collection. And when we done with the sorting, we have just one item, and when we click on it, we're coming into customization wizard, sort of, where we can see more photos. And this carousel of photos is actually not preventing me to do diagonal swipes, which essentially makes it's super comfortable to scroll it horizontally. And we can actually click the image to enlarge, which is kind of confusing because when I'm clicking it, it opens it in a different tab. So this is sort of unexpected behavior, and when we go back, it actually shows the frame of a model window to look at the picture in enlarged format. This is obviously a glitch and it's probably a bug, can be solved. And this button for sharing is hard to be clicked, honestly. Good, so we can go with the options, and since we already chosen the 15 feet round, we can actually make another choice as well, and each option have its own price underneath. And when we choosing the option, it actually reloads the whole page and we're under a different URL right away. As well, we can see that the item ID, which is essentially an SKU, is changing as well when we changing. Okay, so let's take a look on what's happening when I'm clicking customize pool, and we are immediately in the wizard mode, and we basically can see what was chosen from the beginning, and then we can add some accessories kits. This is pretty hard to understand what I'm actually adding. It's just a list. The font size is pretty small. I don't know why should I add it. Am I getting a discount? Is it better to have it right away? This is unclear, and they don't care much to explain like why it's crucial for me to have that in one shot and not ordering after the main pool was ordered. We have a liner or leaner. I don't know if I spell it correctly, and that's how we're choosing the leaner. And then the final thing is the set of chemicals, so we can buy a bunch of stuff. And we have leaner protection, which does not work. So those upsells are very smart actually, and it's a very cool thing because anytime you're buying in Home Depot or Best Buy, they're throwing those things like, hey, this is a protection plan, blah blah blah, and all of those upsells are actually empty, so this is look glitchy and confusing. This one of additional items is actually contain something, and we can add some stuff. And we have right now our dream pool summary, and in this summary we can see what's going on. And shipping is free, handling is $10. So what is handling? Handling is like pulling it from the shelf. Like what exactly is handling? Freight is $165. So this is confusing for me at least. Like, how is that shipping is free but freight is $165? So we need to pay for freight to get free shipping. This is interesting, and I'm obviously not so well versed in that niche, but that could be sort of popping up questions, honestly. All good. So, okay, this is an explanation. Freight shipping required. Due to its size and weight, your pool requires shipping by freight. Okay, so shipping is free and then freight is $165. How is that coming? So I would honestly remove the free shipping just to not make any confusion and potential rants on somebody calling like, yo, I saw in my summary the shipping is free and it's red font, but it's only like $165 where it comes from. So this is a nice call to action button. Become a pool owner, and we have some note that is especially for PayPal users, and it is so small font that I need to zoom it in. Please make sure all your contact information is up to date, including your phone number, as a pool specialist will contact you to review your new pool order prior to shipping. Wow. So PayPal is obviously some sort of making headaches and problems. That's why they need to confirm this data, but all good. We basically clicking add to cart and getting into a mode where the model window is popping up with the information about what should I do and so on and so forth, but I cannot actually agree with those important informations in the model window because the next button, or I don't know, OK button, is right behind the chat bubble. So like I have no way to click it nicely enough to actually proceed further, so I only can close it and then when I click add to cart, I'm in limbo. So this is like infinite loop of me trying to become a pool owner and failing miserably because of the chat bubble. That is unavoidable. Very cool, and I guess they would make a huge discovery if they take a look on their conversion rates on mobile. So all in all, I'm not a happy pool owner yet. Let's take a look on equipment. So let's figure out the filters and supplies, and we have a different type of product. It's completely different. So it's actually equipment, not a pool itself, and we have refinement filters, and as I expected, there is a lot of them, and this way of showing multiple filters is not optimal because it's hard to scroll. You really need to scroll each one section separately, and it will look way better if they would be collapsible like an accordion, and I'm actually able to proceed and expand those sections I want to customize my search results and be filtered other than how it looks like currently. And we can also sort by featured, lowest price, highest price, and alphabetical. So let's do by lowest price, and that's how it looks like. And those are related categories. So this is made for SEO and cross-linking and ability to build as much linking pages to one another, and those are essentially SEO tricks. Let's take a look on something more complex. So I will sort for a highest price, and let's take a look on this one thing. And we're currently reviewing a product details page of an equipment product type. So we have the carousel with photos, and we can do a photo slide here, and we have options similar to how it was previously. We can actually initiate the pre-qualification with Affirm, and this opens a modal window. We can add to cart. Let's add to cart, and right now it finally shows us how the cart looks like. They're using sidebar cart, with very popular option and pretty much used everywhere, but they just implemented it very confusing way, because when the product is sitting in the cart, it doesn't have a price. So I really don't know like what's the price of this thing is. So we have those tabbed content with reviews, description, additional documents, and it's all look pretty packed up. Recently viewed items, that's what we gone through recently, and this is our sort of history path on this shop. So this is how the product details page look like. Now we have one product in our cart. Let's take a look on the completely different type of product like floaties or like toys and games and stuff like that. So those kind of things are again pretty large and expensive, and this one is actually having more tweaked product thumbnail section, which also explains that it does have blue color, or it does have a blue version of it. So let's take a look, and it just says blue, but there is nothing much. There's no option like this, and this is a bit confusing to be honest, but it is what it is. Let's take a look on toys. Okay, pool fun, toys and games. So the toys and games again have this pool blaster, pool pouch having blue. I don't know what the blue means and indicates. And some of the collection pages, they actually have a glitch that causing the horizontal scroll. So this is essentially becomes difficult to navigate. Here it says green, so it's interesting. And what else we can see here is that they do have some sort of reviews widget that is a FIFO widget. I never saw that before, and we have the FIFO and like very useful review given, just 1 star, no additional comments. That's amazing. But if you really want to leave a review and change something, just make sure to add some more information into it. And let's take a look how the checkout looks like. So when I'm clicking the cart, it actually opens a extensive table-like page with my items. I have those product titles, the price, I have the shipping, and I have additionally handling fee. They will calculate tax when I provide zip code below, and everything is started from actually entering the zip code. Let's enter and see what would happen next. Okay, so my estimated delivery date is November 29th, and today is November 23rd, so it's essentially 6 days. And I can change from free shipping to free shipping, so not much speed up is possible here. And we can either check out with PayPal or check out now. And checkout now is actually brings us to the email address, type of address, and all other steps. What's interesting is that they do have this copyright is by 2018, so it's most likely this page was not updated since then, or just this part was not updated, but it's not a big deal, honestly. So this is the flow, and now we're going to review their SEO tricks and some content they actually produce. So let's take a look on their one-on-one and how the blog looks like. So those are question and answer like posts about 10 listables, so-called listables, 10 mistakes, 5 must-have things, and they provide a problem and a solution. What's missing is that those solutions they're providing are actually not clickable, and they don't provide to actual solution that could be purchased. We have a pretty extensive amount of videos, so they are active on YouTube, and we can share this also somewhere. Let's take a look on the one-on-one, because they were advertising it here, and when we clicked, we basically came into a very interesting page that is scrollable by itself, and we can see an extensive amount of links, and each category of the products is having a bunch of FAQ sections, which is very smart. And I would just change one thing. I would basically do it the way that they would have those FAQ sections on each collection page as well. So that would be pretty cool too. I guess this is pretty much it, and now is the time to take a look on SimilarWeb, what's going on there and what's their numbers. Poolsupplies.com. Okay, so poolsupplies.com, they have 110,000 total visits, 50% bounce rate, quite a lot, 4 pages per visit, and 2 minutes visit duration. So let's take a look on numbers. We have United States and Spain, surprising. Canada is actually less than Spain, which is double surprising. I don't know what Trinidad and Tobago is buying from US, but most likely it's somebody on retirement there, and they just buying from their trusted source. And marketing channels is 68% search, social is 2.4 almost, email 0.7 almost, and 0 display ads, but it's unclear. Those are the keywords they basically getting traffic from, and the majority of traffic organic, but they have 32% of traffic is paid traffic, which basically 30,000 users could be paid traffic, and those are the keywords they pay for, and they're not expensive, at least that SimilarWeb shows. And those are their display ads, which that's a new feature on SimilarWeb. I didn't saw that. And what's interesting is that their social network distribution is half and half, Pinterest and YouTube. This is kind of discovery, and I think that it's important for this type of stores to post how-to videos, some sort of unpacking, some sort of guides on YouTube, and ads on YouTube are actually very cheap, so this way you can advertise affordable. Okay, so this was it. Type to learn more on Shopify's and in general e-commerce store teardowns find out what they doing, what the smart sections and pages they put into their stores, what is the structure of a store, what is a must-have for a store to be not worse than competition at least. So this is a Shopify. So this is e-commerce store teardowns by B2 Storefront. Thank you very much and see you later. Bye.